Do you want to become your best self by the end of this summer? I know it's almost shocking to think that the first 6 months of this year are already over. I feel like I went to bed in February and I woke up and it's July now. And while half of the year has already passed by and is now over, we still have another half to go. Which means you still have time to become your absolute best self, both externally and internally. And I'm gonna talk to you about how. It is so important to look at the goals that you have that maybe you set a few weeks ago, a few months ago, at the beginning of the year, and evaluate them. Are those things you still want? Are they things you don't want anymore? That's okay. It's okay to realize that you don't want to do a certain thing anymore, or it's not that important. What are some new goals that you have? Create a list, journal about it, whether it's on paper or in your notes app, for instance. I just think it's really important to keep that list of goals in a place where you can look at it and just do some check-ins to see where you are at. One thing that also goes hand in hand with goals and reaching goals is to create a vision board. I created a vision board in my 2023 reset video. While I like that vision board, it's still the background of my tablet, so it's a vibe. And a few months after the new year, I redid my vision board to be something that resonates with me a bit more, that is also a bit more clear. But I think what makes a huge difference is how often you see your vision board. So that's when I realized I needed a vision board that's in a more visible space. And it needs to be in a space where I can look at it quite often because it really helps me ground myself and remind myself of why I'm working towards certain things, what I want, the fact that I can achieve them, and that I believe in myself and my abilities. So a vision board should be something really positive for you. Something that you look at and you think, yes, I can do this. This is gonna be my life. It should just give you good vibes, and it should be a representation of who you know you are and who you know you will be. Also do a vision board on Pinterest, just saving different images to a Pinterest board. You can make a Pinterest board secret so no one else has to see it. I have a Pinterest board called Her, where I just save pictures of the aesthetic of the person that I know I am becoming. If you don't want to, you don't have to hang your vision board on your wall, but honestly, your vision board is a representation of your aesthetic, so I think that vision boards are actually really pretty to look at and they're a good decor piece, so why not do it? After you know your goals, I think it's so important to just do a check-in. See where you are at in the big picture. Like if this is the starting point of your goal, so being at 0, and this is the end point of your goal, so reaching that goal. Where are you at? Like, are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Maybe you did not even make any progress towards your goal. Totally fine. Just think about what is the reason for it. It might be that you don't actually want to reach that goal. It's just not important to you. It's just not a priority for you. That's fine. In that case, maybe you should give up on the goal. And I say give up in the best way possible. Like, let it go. Give yourself more time, more mental space to focus on other things. Things that you actually want. I like doing this check-in, thinking about different areas like health and fitness, mindset and mental health, university, YouTube, social media, also exterior appearance, like am I taking care of my hair? Am I taking care of my skin? What should I improve? The middle of the year is the perfect moment to assess and try to do better. You still have 6 months left. You could for sure run a marathon by the end of this year if you decide to start training for it today. There is still so much time left. Same with your health. Now is the perfect time to schedule dentist appointments or doctor's appointments. It's important to take care of yourself. Maybe change up your skin routine, your hair routine. I recently decided to cut my hair to have healthier hair because my hair was quite damaged. And while I liked having longer hair, it was just not good. Just like cutting your hair, do not be afraid of change. Change can be so good. It's necessary. We need to evolve. And if you want to get to a better place in life, you need to go through change. And by embracing change and not resisting it, you're actually doing yourself a favor. One thing I loved doing, and I got this idea from Ali Abdaal, I don't know which one, but one of his videos, is to create your ideal week. So go to Google Calendar, you can add a calendar, and then you can create your ideal week. Just forget about everything else you need to do. Think about what would you love to do every single day? What would your week look like if you lived a life that you loved? I truly believe that happiness actually comes from the day-to-day life. It doesn't come from buying a luxury bag one time, but then having a miserable week, or doing one small thing on the weekend that actually makes you feel happy and fulfilled. It comes from how your day looks like, and if you are fulfilled with the job that you are in, with the things you do, with the way you act, with the people who are around you every single day. That's why your ideal week is so important. Think about it. When do you go to sleep in your ideal week? When do you wake up? Do you make time for a workout? How often would you like to meet people? Do you make time to work on your side hustle, or create a YouTube channel, or create an Instagram or TikTok? And now you can also overlay it with your current week and see what can change. Maybe you see that in your current schedule you have some free time in your evening. In that case, what is scheduled for that evening in your ideal week? Do that. Also, while we are on the topic of fitness goals and building your business and having a side hustle, making a YouTube channel, doesn't matter what it is, what type of goal it is, stop sharing it with other people. I mean it, okay? Come closer. Stop sharing stuff with other people. It doesn't help you, it doesn't help them. You are shooting yourself in the foot. Is that the expression? I think it is. You should work towards a goal and do things because you want to do them. Do not need someone else's approval to do that. If your goal is to run a marathon by the end of this year, what the first thing you should do in order to reach that goal is to go outside and go for a run. Not tell the first person you meet, hey, I decided to run a marathon. First of all, they might not be very supportive, which then should still not impact your goal, but it might, because now you're thinking and you're caring about what other people think of you and your goals. And second of all, it takes the fun and the excitement and almost the passion out of it. It just feels less exciting. And it almost feels like you already reached that goal just because you told someone. Your goals are your own business. None of other people's business. And if you have a goal, you're not gonna achieve that goal by telling everyone about it. Now, this is the most crucial, most important thing when it comes to reaching your goals. Believe that you can actually do it. Don't be delusional. Go one step further. Be so certain that you can do it and you will achieve this goal that it's not even delusion. It's just certainty. And this is what you need to believe about every goal. You just need to be so certain that you can do it, that there is no doubt that whatever you're doing today to work towards that goal is worth it or not. It is worth it because you will reach that goal. Now that you know what your goals are and where you're at, it's time to bridge that gap and reach your goals. For that, planning and organizing is absolutely essential. It is so important to break down bigger goals into smaller goals. What do you want your life to look like in 6 months? Okay, what are the things you need to do this week, today, or this month to make progress towards that? So plan out your week. First, put in everything that you need to do, like work stuff, university stuff, commitments that you already have, and then see where there's some space and find time to work on your goals. And then just keep doing that in the next weeks. I know I've talked a lot about reaching your goals, but I think it's very important to mention goals don't have to be productive. Goals don't only have to be, finishing your bachelor thesis or being able to run a marathon. It can also be, I want to have a really fun summer. I want to travel a lot. I want to see a lot of friends. That's a goal. I call them goals, but they're more like intentions actually, because they allow you to intentionally act in a way that will make it able to reach those things. So especially now that it's summer, when you're planning your ideal week and you're planning your next weeks, what are fun things you want to incorporate? And not only for summer, do this every single week. Incorporate things that you are excited about and you love doing. So enjoy this journey of becoming your best self or building your dream life, becoming who you want to be, however you want to call it. It's a journey and it is an absolutely beautiful journey. So why not enjoy it? Be grateful, enjoy the journey, because one day, again, you are certain that you will get to where you want to be. There's no need to hurry. You will reach the life that you want to have. And the only thing you can do right now is to enjoy the journey. I always say, that a clean space will help you get a clear mind. And I mean that. It's so important to have a clean space, a space that helps you feel inspired and motivated. And for me, a cluttered space just doesn't do that. I don't think it's very nice to walk around your apartment and see all of these things that you still have to do. It's just so overwhelming. Now is the perfect moment to take some time to clean your room, your space, your apartment, and just do a deep clean. You don't have to do it all in one day. You can spread it out over multiple days, but do the things you've been avoiding to do. Like, when was the last time you cleaned out your fridge? So again, now is the perfect time to replace your old toothbrush, maybe throw out socks that are not matching anymore, clean your makeup brushes, clean out your closet, donate some clothes. I think a good rule of thumb is that when towels that were white once are not white anymore, it's time to throw them away and get new ones. Just give your entire space a little refresh. Well, that's fun. I found purple shampoo, which is used for blonde hair. I don't have blonde hair. Let's talk about the glow up, both the internal glow up and the external glow up. A good way to have an external glow up is to find a type of sport that you like and start doing it. For instance, I started going to the gym about 1.5 years ago. Yes, it allowed me to have my dream body and be more athletic, be stronger, be faster. It also gave me so much confidence, it helped me concentrate more. So all of these things kind of go hand in hand with each other. But let's first talk about working out. And I have so many videos specifically about working out, how to start your fitness journey, or a week of workouts. I will link them all in the description so you can check them out. What I think is the most important is your mindset when it comes to working out. It is difficult to be consistent with going to the gym or doing any other sport. And it's also very unpleasant to work out because you dislike the way that you look. Changing your mindset when it comes to this is very important, and working out from a place of wanting to do something healthy for your body, wanting to age better, wanting to have physical abilities, like the ability to run long distances or run fast, lifting heavy, doing cool calisthenics tricks, doing a handstand. There are so many things that are so fun, and appreciating your body for everything that it's doing for you is so important. And I know it's easier said than done, but trust me, working out because you love your body is way more enjoyable than working out because you hate it. When I started working out, my goal was to have a bigger butt and have a waist. But then it just became so much more. I love working out because it allows me to challenge my body and see all of the amazing things that I can do, and to walk into the gym and say, okay, today I want to see if I can jump on that thing, or if I can do a pull-up, do 10 push-ups, seeing that I can lift the equivalent of one adult human being. Like, that is just incredible, and that is something that should be appreciated. Yeah, I'm really passionate about fitness. I talk about fitness a lot on this channel, so if that's something that interests you, make sure to subscribe and to check out all of the videos that I made on this topic. Let's talk about the internal glow up. Mindset, or the landscape of your thoughts, whatever you want to call it. Just what is going on in your mind is often so overlooked when talking about goals and becoming your best self or fitness, when actually your mindset and the way you think about things is the most important things, because everything starts and ends there. Committing to a goal is like making a promise to yourself, making a promise that you will work towards that goal. And it's important to not break that promise. It's truly like a friendship with yourself. If you have that friend who is always flaky, always makes promises, never follows through on them, you won't trust that person. Like, you won't trust that person with important things, or you won't trust that person to actually show up when you want to meet. And in some cases, we behave like that flaky friend with ourselves, because we constantly make promises like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow early, and then I don't. That tells me that I cannot be trusted with the promise of waking up early. So if you actually then wake up early, you follow from your promise, you show yourself that you can do it. You trust yourself more and you start having more confidence. You believe in yourself. Also, your environment is so important. And we've talked about the physical environment, okay, the apartment, the room. What about social media? If, like me, you spend a lot of time on social media, it is important to also build an environment there that is supportive and doesn't bring you down. If whenever you check Instagram or TikTok or whatever social media app you use, you just see things that make you feel bad about yourself, that is a clear sign you need to unfollow some people or even delete the app, okay? If you don't want to go as far as deleting apps, unfollow people, mute them. We have the power to curate our feed and what we see day to day. So let's use that. The last thing I want to say is sometimes there are things holding us back, whether we realize it or not. Sometimes we self-sabotage and we might not realize it. If you want to move forward in life, to create your dream life, have a weekly schedule that you love, just feel better, be happier, you need to move on from the past. Dwelling on past things is not helpful. Now, this is not an easy thing, like at all. But just realizing that maybe there are things you're not moving on from, or things that you need to let go, or that you have a victim mentality, it's still an important step to realize that that is the case. You cannot live your entire life thinking that you are the victim of your circumstances. You cannot let that hold you back, because it will hold you back forever. I'm not saying to forget or ignore things that happened. Just allow them to stay in the past, because that's where they belong. And you have the ability to do whatever you set your mind to. You have the ability to build such a beautiful life for yourself. And you cannot let past things that happened and past circumstances hold you back from creating a better future for yourself. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I loved creating it. Everything is a journey. Just be patient. Enjoy the process. Remember, you can do anything you set your mind to. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.